Hey everybody, it is Blue. Today I wanted to bring you all a dungeon video. When I logged on to the beta for whatever reason, I noticed that there had been something I had been lacking my entire time playing the beta in the past. So I don't know if this is newly implemented or not, but putting on leg enchants that increase my agility by 283 and sharpening my weapon to now increase my attack power by 360. I just felt really strong, and like that amount of stats could actually make a big difference in plus. So after that moment, I decided I was going to start a new series that I would call something to the effect of going super sweaty and M plus, right? So basically, that is exactly what I did for the entire day. I was just going as hard as I could and filmed a ton of 15 keys. You know, looking back, it probably would have been better to do, 10 keys or whatnot, or plus 10 keys. I think a lot of the 15s end up getting failed. People leave, people DC. But anyways. Now, I will say a good thing, though, about recording yourself with intent of doing the most damage possible is I actually got a lot of really good practice with my rotation. And I know that may seem really funny because I'm sure as someone who makes feral guide videos, there's like this expectation that I do everything perfectly. And for whatever reason, maybe I should, but I will be the first to tell you I scuffed my rotation a lot, and you'll probably see that in the video. Although the video that I'm going to show you guys, it's basically the last dungeon I did of the day, so I got a lot of practice, so hopefully it's not as bad as maybe some of the first videos, right? So although I did get a ton of practice of the day, and as keys went on, I felt less and less sure about making a series about going as hard as I can in dungeons. You know, and of course it feels great to top the DPS meters, but for whatever reason I felt like just like a try hard, and for whatever reason I didn't think that it would look good on YouTube, right? Um, and there's a couple reasons behind that. You know, one, Feral it's in a really good state right now. Maybe I would even say maybe argue a little too strong. And I know you guys don't want to hear that, but I could totally see maybe Rip and Rake being nerfed by like 5%, and I would still feel super strong in M plus. You know, I'm not sure if Feral will get nerfed though, because I don't really know what that, a 5% to Rake and Rip, I don't know what that would do to our single target. But like it feels really good right now, and strong, one of the top damaging specs. So it's like, yeah, of course Feral's really strong. Like I put this video out, oh yeah, I'm doing a ton of damage, and then it gets nerfed by like 20%, and then it wouldn't be really a good look. But more importantly than that is the second reason is it's actually not really the vibe that's going on in beta. And I know that sounds really weird, but it is. There's like a vibe, and it's just that's not really. And people are doing a ton of damage, but I don't know. I feel like for whatever reason, it's super chill what damage you're doing. Even if it's low or if it's extremely high, it's just chill. Everybody is really accepting of each other. And even if we don't like time the key, or even if we're not capable of timing the key because someone has dog damage, like it's not a big deal at all. And I know that's like way different than how it is in Shadowlands right now. And that also comes with just like you don't get anything from keys. We're not getting gear from these keys. If we deplete a key, I can just go back to a vendor and buy a new one and just redo it. Like I can reset the key, so it's not a big deal. But also people are trying and testing different things and even picking up new specs. So I just feel like it wouldn't be super appropriate. But I think it would be fun. I think I enjoyed myself trying to just go ham, and I think it would be a really fun series to do when Dragonflight comes out. When Dragonflight comes out, I get super like hardcore, about like, oh, I need the best gear, the best stats. So I've done that in the past where I want to put dungeon videos out, but I'm like, oh my gosh, if I put a dungeon video out today, next week I'm going to be so much more powerful, and then I'm going to feel bad about the video I put out. So I may put videos out like that when I get like the adequate gear and I don't feel like I'll embarrass myself. But yeah. By the way, the dungeon that you're seeing right now is with Critcake EU, and that brings me to another talking point. Um, for one, I do want to say yes, I totally fangirl over streamers, and whenever I get invited to a key, because I just pug keys, you guys. Whenever I get invited to a key from a streamer, it's super exciting and also a lot of pressure, obviously, to like perform your best. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm playing with so and so. Um, and in this case, it was really funny. I was also just super grateful, but at the same time, there was even more pressure than normal because there was already a feral in the group, and I'm pretty sure the person that was in that group runs with Critcake normally. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm with a big time streamer. There's already a feral, so there's like that added pressure, and it's like I don't even bring anything to the table anymore. So I was like, oh, I need to be on top of like if anybody dies, buffing them with my raid buff, or just just speed boosting everybody off cooldown. But anyways, I did really enjoy myself, and this key was a ton of fun. It was really cool playing with like streamers. I think this was a group of streamers. I don't know. I only know Critcake EU, but I think he's a streamer, and maybe these are just his friends. But you can tell they normally play together. So I had a ton of fun in this key, and you could even tell the polls were just amazing. Also, I, I want to point this out, and I wouldn't compare my damage with the other feral. Of course, this is a feral specific channel, so I'm sure there will be some comments about that. But I just want to say, like, I did check. The other feral was running a completely different build and stats, and it's like what I was talking about. Everybody's testing things out. So it's not really fair for me to like, and another thing to like, fair for me to like record them without their knowledge and then judge them for it. And I know this is a really cool channel. I feel like the individuals on this channel are really respectful. But like when I got into this key, I'm fully knowing, hey, I'm playing with a big time streamer, so I need to be on top of my game. And I don't know if you guys get like that at all, but like you start realizing you're pressing the keys faster and harder. But then also, I'm recording myself, so I need to make sure I'm hitting my damage potions off cooldowns. Like, I'm being crazy. Um, so yeah, and I went super hard, and afterwards in this key, I listened to the stream, I watched the stream, and that was not the vibe at all, you guys. Those are some really awesome players. I do want to say it was really fun playing with them. And even though I was going super hard, it was very much very chill and relaxed. And they were just talking about the polls and like, oh, I wonder if we could do this poll or this poll. Like, so yeah, there's no judgment coming out. Hopefully you guys are cool about that and understand. I went into this key going ham, and that was not the case for them. And they did not know I'm recording, right? So anyways, playing on the beta has just been so much fun because of the individuals and streamers that you can meet. Something that I find myself doing is when I get invited to a group, I always read over like everybody's names to see if there's somebody I know. And I've played with a ton. I played with a ton of streamers, and it's super fun. It's really cool because like a lot of these individuals are like the known individuals for their specs, and it's just really cool to play alongside them. Even it's like 10 minutes. Sometimes these keys, they just fail. You just try to do these big keys, and it's like, oh, it's not working. You're like, oh crap, I only got 10 minutes to play with such and such, and it's like, oh, I'll just like type and just say bye, just be cool and just be like, yeah, bye, even though I'm like, dude, can we still play together? I try to be cool. It's all right. I don't want to embarrass myself too much. I do want to be like, yo, that was so much fun, thanks for inviting me and all that, but I'm chill, so don't worry about it. So yeah, I guess I just wanted, at the end of this rant, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, but I just want to say I'm really grateful for you all and my viewers and my subscribers. Like, without you guys, I wouldn't have been invited to beta at all. And although sometimes I get invited to these keys, I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just like this small YouTube content creator that puts out really low quality production videos. But it's just awesome being able to play alongside them, and just be like, oh, hopefully they don't know me or whatever, and I could just be, that dude that's just out of nowhere randomly. But yeah, and I know beta is coming to an end to a close soon. So I am really sad about that, but I'm also really excited for you all. And I know that you're really going to enjoy the game, and especially with playing Feral. All right, everybody. So I finished my rant that I wanted to do. It's about 10 minutes long, so unfortunately there's a lot more time left. And I'm not going to serenade you with my wonderful voice any longer. What I'm going to do is, maybe copyright or not, I actually want to just say, spend this extra time to introduce to you one of my favorite artists. And I play his music a lot in some of my videos, and he's got some new songs out, so I kind of want to post them. He usually doesn't copyright me at all, which is really cool. It makes me even more of a fan. But even if I do get copyrighted, it's not a big deal. Like, that's not what this channel's about. But yeah, so my favorite guy, his name is Baker Matt. So you can YouTube him if you want, if you like his stuff. It's Bakermat, like one word, Baker Matt. But it's just really cool, uplifting like music. So yeah, with that said, I'll go ahead and just spend the rest of the time to play some of his music. I do, of course, want to say before I go, I hope you guys have a wonderful time. We got some holidays coming up. Hopefully you guys have some good holidays, spend some time with your families and whatnot. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your time watching the videos. Hopefully you enjoy this key. Comment below if you like this kind of stuff, and I could do more keys if you want. But that's it. I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take it easy, everybody. Peace out.
This is a song my heart does sing about the love and the joy you bring. You make me happy when I am sad. You make me feel exceedingly glad. I want the world to know just how I feel. Want them to know that your love is really real. You make the way where there is none. I got to tell the world what you've done. You bring me joy, oh joy, so much joy, joy to tell the story. You bring me joy, I've got so much You bring the sunshine to my cloudy days. You're never too busy to hear me when I pray. I've got to thank you, praise you too, for every trial you brought me through. You give me hope, you lift me up, you do new things through an overflowing cup. You bring me joy.
It's game time, but I've been wasting seconds on the side. been scared of failing for my whole life, but I'm not scared of failing no more, no. No more, no, no, no. 'Cause I've seen giants fall to their knees, and I've seen losers rise to their feet. Well, who cares if it all goes wrong? 'Cause when I die, at least I smile to say I tried. So it's not how you get knocked down, it's how you get back up. No place safe, it's how you break that makes you strong enough. Set fire to your soul, go hard or go home. If you wanna be a winner, you gotta learn to lose. 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 It's game time, so let's do something special, make the headlines. I'm going for the gold and I won't think twice, 'cause I'm not scared of failing no more, no. No more, no, no, no. 'Cause I've seen giants fall to their knees, and I've seen losers rise to their feet. Well, who cares if it all goes wrong? 'Cause when I die, at least I smile to say I tried. So it's not how you get knocked down, it's how you get back up. No place safe, it's how you break that makes you strong enough. Set fire to your soul, go hard or go home. If you wanna be a winner, you gotta learn to lose. 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 I've been standing still too long. Now those wasted days are gone. Who cares if it all goes wrong? 'Cause when I die, at least I smile to say I tried. So it's not how you get knocked down, it's how you get back up. No place safe, it's how you break that makes you strong enough. Set fire to your soul, go hard or go home. If you wanna be a winner, you gotta learn to lose. 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 You gotta learn to lose.
I've been having some bad, bad dreams. So I pull up the covers and I hide from sleep. I've been living in a dark, dark scene. I'm seeing shadows where the light should be. I feel like I'm going crazy, but I think I know better. Losing sleep over fantasy. Must be acting crazy, but I think I know better than to let them take a hold of me. I don't wanna say goodbye. I don't wanna lose my mind, so please nobody hit the lights. Drowning in the panic of home. I've been having some bad, bad dreams. I've been having some bad, bad dreams. All the monsters, they chase me down. Cut me open and breathe me out. And I wake up in the cold, cold sweat. Can't get the image to leave my head. And I feel like I'm going crazy, but I think I know better. Losing sleep over fantasy. Must be acting crazy. me. Oh, my love. Well, it ain't nobody but me, Lord, and I'm calling on your name. Calling on. Calling on your name. Calling on. Calling on your name. Oh, well, it ain't nobody but me, Lord, down on my bended knee. What's his name? Jesus. 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 Well, it ain't nobody but me, Lord, and I'm calling on your name. Calling on. Calling on your name. Calling on. Calling on your name. Oh, well, it ain't nobody but me, Lord, down on my bended knee. What's his name? Jesus. Jesus.
You die as you lived, without honor. You will pollute these halls no more! None can stand. It is done, Ayer. The sanctity of this place is preserved.